This is Chapter 4 of The Packet in Portland, written by Alexi Hart. Lane finally pulled a chair from another table and sat, uninvited, across from Nora and slightly angled toward her, as if he were trying to create an alliance by geometry. Nora didn't move her chair. She didn't have to. Her boundary was not furniture. "You told him to stay away," Lane said, nodding toward the attorney, "because you want to control the work. I respect that. But I'm not here to interfere. I'm here because I can help." "I don't accept help that comes with an audience," Nora said. Lane's mouth twitched. "I'm not an audience. I'm a tool." The attorney made a noise that was half laugh, half warning. "Lane?" Lane didn't look away from Nora. "You're going to find the witness. When you do, you're going to learn why they vanished. And then you're going to have to decide whether bringing them back into the system helps them or harms them." Nora kept her voice even. "That decision belongs to the witness." Lane held her gaze. "Exactly. And the public will deserve to know when the system tries to crush them." There it was. Narrative over truth. Impact over consent. The Bible's note, given flesh. Nora tapped her pen once against the table. "You built the habits map. You inferred rideshare pickups. You scraped check-ins. Tell me why it's in my packet." Lane's expression tightened. "It shouldn't be. I sent it to the attorney, not to you." Nora's eyes slid to the attorney. The attorney's lips pressed together. "I thought it would help." Nora's voice did not change. "You thought it would pressure me." His gaze flared. "No, I thought it would make you move faster." "Faster is not always safer," Nora said. Lane leaned back slightly, watching her like he was recalibrating, fascinated despite himself. "You really don't care about optics." "I care about outcomes," Nora replied. Lane's smile returned, quieter now. "That's why they hire you." Nora ignored the compliment. "If you want to be useful, you will give me your raw sources, the broker package, the methodology, the anomalies you noticed." Lane blinked, surprised. "You want my notes?" "Yes," Nora said. "Not your article, not your summary, your inputs." Lane's gaze sharpened, competitive now. "And what do I get?" Nora stared at him. "Nothing." A beat of silence. Lane laughed once, low. "That's honest." The attorney cut in, urgent. "Nora, we don't have time for this. The deposition is in 48 hours. If the witness doesn't show, the judge may dismiss the key portion of the claim. We will lose." Nora looked at him. "You will lose." Nora's expression remained calm. "The witness is already missing. You are already losing control. The only question is whether you lose the witness's trust, too." Nora opened her laptop and slid it toward herself. "I'm leaving in 5 minutes. I will go to the apartment complex first. I will pull building access logs, rideshare data if possible, receipts, trash, anything analog. If you want to talk, you can talk while I walk." The attorney rose halfway out of his chair. "Wait, I can come." "No," Nora said. His face reddened. "Excuse me." "You're a pressure source," Nora said. "You carry the case on your skin. Everyone can feel it. You will spook anyone who might help me." He looked offended, then frightened. "This is my case." "It's your lawsuit," Nora corrected. "It's my investigation." Lane stood too, slower, eyes still on Nora. "And me." Nora looked at him. "You are not coming to the apartment complex." Lane's eyebrows rose. "Why not?" "Because if the witness is hiding, a journalist's presence turns fear into certainty," Nora said. And if the witness was taken, your presence turns the search into theater. Lane opened his mouth, then paused, weighing whether to argue. Nora watched him make the choice. He nodded once. Fine, I won't go. The attorney stared at him. Lane? Lane shrugged. She's right. The attorney looked like he might explode. Then he swallowed it. The lobby's cameras would love a scene. He was too smart to provide one. Nora gathered her things. She stood, coat in hand, and met the attorney's eyes. You want to win, she said. If you want that, you will stop using people as leverage. You will stop withholding facts, and you will let me work. His face tightened. And if your work costs us. Nora held his gaze. Then your case was never about justice. It was about being right. She stepped away from the table, heading for the side corridor that led to the garage. Lane followed 2 steps behind, careful not to close the distance too much, but not willing to lose the thread. Nora, he said softly, and the way he said it made her name sound like a question. You're going to find them. I'm going to look, Nora replied. He walked beside her now, keeping pace. When you do, will you tell me? No, Nora said without hesitation. He exhaled, not offended, oddly pleased. You're impossible. Nora pressed the elevator button. I'm consistent. Lane leaned against the wall, hands in his pockets, gaze steady. You know why I came. Because if this witness disappears, it won't just be a legal loss. It'll be a warning to everyone else. Nora looked at him. And you'll write that warning. He nodded. I will. The elevator doors opened. Nora stepped inside, and Lane stepped forward as if he might follow, then stopped himself. I'll send the sources, he said. The broker file, methodology, everything. But I want one thing. Nora didn't ask what. She already knew he would ask for access. Journalists always did. Nora studied him for a moment. She saw the ambition, yes, the hunger for impact. But she also saw something else, a kind of stubborn sincerity that didn't know when to quit. That made him dangerous. It also made him, potentially, useful. I will tell them the truth, Nora said. Lane's mouth curved. That's all I can ask. The doors began to close. Nora, he called, not loud, just enough to reach her. She held the door with one hand. What? His gaze held hers. Be careful. Nora released the door. That's not my job. The doors shut.